Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to CNA Weekend Recap. Justin, Josh, Ken coming to you from the Geek Cave. We got a lot to talk about tonight, so we'll see what we get to. But first, let's start with Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's been a few weeks since we've talked, so I guess kind of give like a little wrap up of just what you think so far. The latest episode, cool stuff happening.
Well, I mean, I'm a fan. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I like this torn, defeated version of Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been through it, and it's showing. It's just like, I love it. He's kind of neurotic. You know, he's kind of PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
I dig it a lot. But this last episode, man, you played that Fallen Order game, you get it. You get it.
Yeah.
Good. Gosh almighty.
Some of the moments were just like in the same room that happened tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to borrow it from this guy. Play just specifically for this show.
Play that game as it's canon. It matters to the Star Wars
You gotta
universe.
think we're gonna get Countess.
You have
at
to.
some point.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that his character was mocap from a real actor who is still acting today.
Who's a good actor?
Yes, who is.
He's been making appearances in like Disney World.
Has he? Okay.
Sure
Yeah.
has. So why the hell not?
Yeah, he's coming. No, my favorite thing about Kenobi is these two have a long-running argument about who the greatest Jedi ever was. And
Thanks for bringing that up, buddy.
yeah, of course.
Everybody's
What
trying
both
to-
of y'all brings it to the forefront because it's a show based on arguably the greatest Jedi in history.
You still feel that way?
Why do you throw grenades in the room and just fucking leave?
Because it's fun.
I still love Obi-Wan. He's my favorite Jedi. He really is. He really is. And then it's cool to see we've got a lot of character development from this character. We have from Padawan all the way to watching him die, you know, at the hands of Vader as an old man. So for me, just seeing it filled out, just ignoring that shit is outstanding. I love it.
The greatest Jedi gets his ass beat up.
I said he was perfect. I said he was the greatest. Who didn't get their ass beat? That's so cool.
I mean, Yoda kind of went down like it was kind of a tie. I mean, he bailed because he realized he wasn't going
Yeah, because he lost.
No, he did.
Oh, he did. He totally
They
knew
were-
he was lucky.
They were spinning that thing together. I don't look at Yoda as a complete loss in that fight. Not the way Obi-Wan gets his ass beat.
Yeah.
Right?
He knew he had to bail in order so that
Dooku took him down in like 3.2 seconds. It was like bing, bing, leg. Oh, my leg. Can't fight no more. Go Padawan.
Are we talking Obi-Wan or are we attacking me? I'm not sure. I felt like
What happened? We used to argue these things without getting mad. All right.
you started.
I know. I enjoyed it. But no, I think there is a conversation to be had on Ewan McGregor playing Obi-Wan and a defeated Obi-Wan, like you were saying. This is
incredible job.
Yeah, this is not the Jedi we have seen in the past. This is someone who is just, he fell when the Jedi Order fell. And everything he does is just trying to, not even his own salvation, but the salvation of Leia, and that's all he cares about.
Obviously, he carries the failure of Anakin in his mind on his own shoulders. I mean, clearly.
Yeah.
But really cool seeing him discover that Anakin's alive. That moment was so awesome.
That was heartbreaking, honestly. And Ewan McGregor is such a good actor that portrayed that with just no words, just emotions clear on his face. And it shows you that he understands who Obi-Wan is. You know, we can talk about Alec Guinness, who becomes Alec Guinness in 10 years. But Ewan McGregor is Obi-Wan Kenobi and understands what it means. The success, the loss, everything in between. I think it's a really great portrayal.
How many episodes did we get of this?
Have they said? I haven't heard.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I have not heard. I'm sure it's out there, but I haven't heard it. I'm 4 in now. I hope it's at least 8.
Yeah, so I think I know it before.
They've already said we're going to get a second season. It's done so great.
mean, they're like 33, 37 minutes a pop, and they're not been very long.
Yeah.
So seems like they would stretch it out to at least 6 or 8.
I hope so.
That little actress playing Leia is stunning. I mean, she's one of the bright spots of the show. She's just incredibly engaging in playing that character that we know and love, and you can feel her. I mean, you feel Princess Leia in that book. She's very good at what she's doing.
She's gonna grow up to be that pain in the ass. Sure
Yes,
is.
yes.
And I don't mean that as a commentary. I mean, you know, squeaky wheel gets the grease. That's kind of what it feels like.
Yeah. So, we're also seeing the risings of rebellion. Kumail Nanjiani's role, I think, is probably going to see more of him as we go.
Yeah.
Some kind of this running of Jedi and trying to keep them alive. I'm blanking on the guy's name, but one of the names that he read on the wall is a big character in the expanded canon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually looked
I'm
into
the
that
same
character.
way.
I wasn't super familiar with him, so I looked into it.
Yeah.
And he's actually a Jedi that struggled with the dark side, and he's got a
He
complicated
fell in love
story.
with Asajj Ventress. Went to which planet? Shouldn't drink.
Begins with a D.
Dathomir.
There you go. Yeah, I knew.
So cool places for this to go. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So we'll see where it goes next week.
I've got to wonder. Here's my biggest question. You know, we know the Rebels show is coming with everybody. The characters.
Ahsoka?
Yeah, exactly. Ahsoka. But we know that's coming. Do you think there might be a connection between Obi-Wan show and this show? They're going forward. You know, just like even a cameo or something like
Interaction between Ahsoka
Yeah.
and Obi-Wan.
that. Yeah.
They haven't seen each other in years. That would be awesome.
Yeah. You know, even Obi-Wan in his last days, you know, because it's kind of, it seems like Jedis know when their end is coming and they don't fight against it. They accept their fate, kind of move forward.
Yeah. Should fight Darth Maul.
The best.
Which, by the way, I expect to see him in the next episode. Darth Maul?
Really?
No. Qui-Gon Jinn.
Oh, yeah.
The spirit ghost. Or,
Yeah. If you've noticed, the episodes so far have very much mirrored the episodes of the movies. There's been these moments in each episode that kind of like nodded at the tip of the hat. And in this next movie, if we're following that, it would be, Empire Strikes Back, where you can see the Force Ghost for the first time. So I would think that homage to this one is to see, finally see Qui-Gon. He's been trying in every episode.
Yeah.
I'm talking to him.
I think we'll see him in the season finale. I think that'll be the last moment. It's, Kenobi at his lowest, begging for, you know, tutelage, for advisement, for just
Boy, I
his
feel like he's
teacher.
there right now.
Maybe, you know,
He's pretty fucking low right now.
but I think it will come in his lowest moment.
Yeah.
We'll see Qui-Gon in Force Ghost.
We'll see.
But it's a show we all enjoy. We like it. Just keep checking it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Real quickly, we'll move on to a movie that CNA covered this week at the theater. We didn't go with CNA, but both Ken and I saw Jurassic World. We're not going to waste a lot of your time, which was what we'd also suggest you don't do by watching it. It's bad. It's a really bad
If you
movie.
want to see some cool dinosaur shit, the Apple TV show, Prehistoric Planet,
There you go.
that is the cool dinosaur shit.
Without the horrible writing and bad plot
And
structure.
it just, go watch that shit.
It is just a bad.
It was rough. It was really rough. There's just so many dumb things. We went into it before the show. I don't even know if we have to go through it
No.
again. But the only reason I participate in these movies is because dinosaurs. But
Every bad trope
Oh.
you can think of. It's just every bad
even,
writing.
even the
decision.
torch trope, where you make a torch out of anything
Yeah.
and wrap it and light it, it's like, right on.
The billionaire, we didn't talk about this, but the billionaire dying exactly how Ned Landry or whatever his name, the fat guy from the first one, he died the exact same way. with the Barbasol can in his hand. If that's not some heavy-handed bad writing, I don't
Did
know.
he really? That God, that's I have not seen it, and damn, that's
There was
really
a lot
bad.
of things they put in this movie for the fans that just fell flat. It didn't work. It was
A 14-year-old trying to write a Member Berries story. That's exactly how it came across.
didn't land at all.
No, because it was horribly written. It's so bad. We're 30 minutes talking about the bad scenes and the tropes. I'm not going to waste your time. Don't go see this. Don't encourage them to make more. Let the dinosaurs go extinct. All right, thank you, sir. What else are we talking about tonight, guys?
Oh, we got Miss Marvel came out.
Yes, Miss Marvel. Teeny Bopper goes Marvel, or Marvel goes Teeny Bopper.
I think Marvel goes Teeny Bopper.
Ken, I'm going to let you lead this one because you saw it through the eyes of your daughter.
I did. I think that was the only saving grace, to be honest with you. But I still enjoyed it. I really did. I enjoyed the things that probably I was supposed to enjoy, such as when she was going through her fantasies of her superhero and they were painted on the side of the building. She was, that kind of shit was cool as hell.
Mm-hmm.
The graphics, the animation, the stuff
Scott
in the
Pilgrim
background, the Scott Pilgrim vibe, that's well put. But I mean, this show's not for me, although I'm still cool with it. But my daughter put it well when I said you should watch this with me. It's for you. She called it. She said, "Oh, I know exactly what it's going to be. Your parents aren't going to understand it. They're going to be kind of dumb. She's going to do this, and I was like, holy shit, my daughter's seen this already." And she's like, "Yeah, we keep doing that." So, ouch. Because she was right. She pegged the movie before.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, 100%. Damn, are we that old now?
She said, "I've seen this before I see it. This is what happens." I'm like,
But can we talk about the mom? Because I don't think she's as glib and unaware as she wants to seem. She did not want her to find that bangle. She talked about wild fantasies running in the family. She whipped up the to-go food in real time in a matter of 2 seconds. That was an unbroken shot. So she goes away, she comes back in 2 seconds, she has that food for him. And then later, she goes up to a room, moments later, she's created 2 Incredible Hulk costumes. Something's up with mom.
You think she has powers in some sort?
I do.
I think it was just I never picked up on that. I just thought it was just a mom power.
Yeah, maybe that's all.
It's like a mom.
Mom's got
I'm watching that as soon as we're done with the show. Yeah,
But if mom
Like
knows
just
something
tracking
about that Bengal gauntlet thing and she let it get stuffed in the attic, you know what I mean? It's like,
Well,
no,
she was very protective of, like, when
she said, "Do not touch that."
yeah, I mean, she was very defensive about it. So
Took it away from her.
Yeah.
Stuffed it back in the box.
we'll see what happens. And, of course, in the original comics, she was an Eternal. And clearly, we're not getting that. Inhuman, sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she first put it on, she went somewhere for a second.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah, that was.
It's like, right. What is this now?
Did either one of y'all comic reading know
No,
anything about
no
that?
reference.
Okay.
No.
Unless we're going to reboot and change the Inhumans to this now.
To whatever that was.
Right.
I don't know.
Maybe that's the fallen masses on Mars. I don't know.
Those who died.
That's Adelan. She went to Adelan. You know, must be made of energy or some shit. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, that one, I do remember that. A very strange moment.
Maybe
That's-
instead of Terrigen crystals, now the gene is sparked by wearing enhanced jewelry.
Or just genetics and it bleeds down through people.
I mean, it was clearly because she put that thing on.
Well, yeah, of course.
She sent like this whole energy cord across her body, where she flipped whatever that.
And the powers, I'm not a fan of that. I don't like it.
Because
Because
the Green Lantern thing.
I don't like the Green Lantern. I'd rather have the original.
I totally get that.
I get two. But
You can't introduce Kamala Khan with those powers and then introduce Reed Richards.
Yeah.
You can't. Audiences
I
are
like it.
fucking stupid. You cannot confuse them.
Yeah, let's insult our fans.
Yeah,
It's fine.
49%.
49% of you are dumb. You know?
Jesus Christ.
So glad we only have like 5 viewers.
If you're getting upset at me right now, it's because you want them.
All right, so we're moving on to next to insult people. What are we doing?
We've got the Black Adam trailer dropped.
Yes, we did. And for those of you unfamiliar with Black Adam, he's basically an authoritarian, not an oligarch, but just dictator of his entire country. But they all love him because he is a weapon of mass destruction and nobody fucks with him.
It was Dr. Doom.
Yeah, basically. He is Dr.
He's Dr.
Doom.
Doom of the DC universe.
100%.
Kondak.
Yeah.
And we don't know what we're going to get, but it doesn't seem we're getting that.
Yeah, and I think that's the problem I have, is because Black Adam has always been very nationalistic. He doesn't give a fuck what's going on in the world at large. And it looks like the Justice Society of America, JSA, the old school, is coming to him to have him help them. And he ain't got no interest in that shit.
Yeah.
Just full stop.
It just looks like it's got too much of that current DC fucking cheese.
Yeah.
Did he just catch a rocket?
Rolling the window.
Yeah. So dumb.
A lot of characters too.
2022. He still has roll-up windows.
A lot of characters. Lots of many characters. So they're doing the X-Men truck where there's so many characters.
It kind of seems like that.
And one of them, I mean, all of them we recognize except the girls, like Typhoon or what the hell is she? She's like tornado powers or something.
I gotta
watch the trailer.
Yeah,
She's in there for a second. It's like purple energy or something.
I caught Adam. I caught Hawkman, and I caught Dr. Fate.
Mm-hmm.
The more?
Yeah,
other than this tornado girl.
The tornado typhoon girl. Seems like there's somebody else.
Okay. It's the Justice Society of America. I guess if you're gonna step right. And that's what they do in DC. They don't say let's tell origin stories. Let's just kick the door in and tell it from this point.
Here's 7 people,
You just
one
gotta
character
find it.
you're supposed to care about.
Yeah.
Black Adam. They ignored these.
So, and I'm not a huge Rock fan, and I don't see him tarnishing his image enough to play Black Adam the way he should be played.
Yeah, because Black Adam has been always just
Murderous.
Yeah, 100%. All he cares about is his country, his people. And that's it.
Yep.
To the point where he just kills anybody who he even thinks is a threat. Full stop.
Trailer didn't do much for me to get me excited about this.
I should have been more excited to see it all.
That was a cool reveal.
It was cool, but
I told our president Glenn the other day, we've had too many good comic book movies over the last decade and a half for me to continue to be just like, give a movie a pass because, it was cool to see that. We're beyond that. That did happen back in the day. It's like, it's not a great movie, but we saw Venom. And, fuck that. We've had too many good movies now. You can't throw a shit script at me and a shit plot and expect me to just be like, but I saw cool characters I wanted to see. I'm beyond that. I need a good movie, and DC just hasn't been able to deliver that consistently.
That's fair, actually, because I hadn't really thought of it that way, but yeah, because now it's no longer enough, to get fan squeeze and whatnot. Like, you have to actually deliver.
Especially when you deliver things as good as The Joker. We know you're capable of delivering quality films, but you do it so sporadically. Anyway, let's not waste any more time on that. Something I do not care about at all, so you're going to lead this discussion. Dragon Ball Z is rumored to be Disney's next giant franchise that they want to launch alongside Star Wars and Marvel.
And that's weird for me. I mean, it's a rumor. It's clearly a rumor, but it's like they own Marvel and I mean they Star Wars. It's like, do we need another franchise? And don't they already have something they can turn into a franchise? Like fucking Buzz Lightyear. They could turn that into a whole freaking. I mean, that's a movie coming out. That could be a television show, all out type Star Trek, or I mean, I look forward to it. Looks cool. It looks really cool. I bet it's amazing. I bet it is.
Pixar.
That's right. Exactly. But yeah, I don't know. It didn't make sense to me. Why Disney would get involved with the territory on the studio?
It makes sense to me in a business sense. Is
You've been going to cons for the last couple of years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, go ahead.
Dragon Ball Z doesn't really hold up nowadays because it's not what they want. They want this cutesy shit now.
yeah, but at the same time, like our age are people who were watching Dragon Ball Z and now have money to spend. You know, I think they're looking at it as kind of a breakthrough into the Eastern market.
That's what they're open for.
Yeah, and whether they do well or not is going to be the entire thing because you don't fuck about with Japanese anime. Like, if you come up short, they're done with you. You're out. So we'll see what happens. You know, we've seen, my God, the live action Dragon Ball Z movie.
So
yeah.
on that,
But I'm just saying, you know, like you have to come correct
yeah.
or you're done.
I hope the hairstylist from that movie doesn't work anymore because it was so just the hair that tried the anime hair.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yes, yes, I do.
Just shit.
It's nightmares. Wake up slinging pills
There's been somewhat of a confirmation this week that Marvel is heading towards the Thunderbolts. Enough noise that it seems like it's a confirmation that we are getting that. They might even have a director and writers lined up for it. So we're going Thunderbolts. I think we've seen several characters that will be part of that at this point. Yeah.
I looked up the director. He's not really done anything of note, like that we know of. He's done some music videos and something else. But a lot of guys started that way. I think Matt Reeves started that way before he had a chance at Planet of the Apes, and you know what I mean. So, yeah, apparently his pitch blew them away. That's the rumor, not the firm.
I kind of like the idea that Disney takes risk with their directors because, you know, guys that have something to prove and they have to, you know, you said pitch it beforehand. So it's not just them like, here's $100 million, go. Like, people have to talk about it and through the process and whatnot. And so I'm interested in Thunderbolts because we've talked a lot about it being basically Dark Avengers at the same time. You know,
Marvel's Suicide Squad.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what I think we're looking at. And so we've kind of been bouncing ideas off each other's heads of which character versus, you know, the Avengers.
Yeah. Yeah, you got the monster, the Mel Blonsky, and you got the new Black Widow. Walker being Cap, yeah.
Yeah, and everybody else, you know, because this was just announced, who we're going to see kind of fill in. You know, we have all these copyrights or, you know.
Will Baron Zemo be part of it?
Yeah, these shows coming down the pipeline who could fill the spots on these shows, you know.
Maybe they are. I mean,
Daredevil's coming back. Bullseye is his natural enemy. He could become Hawkeye on the Thunderbolts or the Dark Avengers. We just don't know. We just know it's going to be a thing.
Yeah, and they're going to have to make up for the fact that Thunderbolt Ross is dead.
Yeah.
That was rough. Now, because you want Red Hulk to be part of this.
Well, we haven't seen She-Hulk yet, so we have no clue. They might, you know,
create past
they
film some.
Or just an entire version of Gamma-powered monsters.
Yeah. Well, the only thing left, I think we did everything except Star Wars, Spider-Man: No Way Home is announced it's being re-released in September, the Way More Fun edition. So a lot of bonus scenes apparently. So I'll be there. I'll go watch it. You got me.
I think it's just going to be them. Honestly. Yeah, 100%. That one. Yes. I like that you know exactly what I'm talking about. The moment I said it. Yep. That. It's going to be just the same movie, and then they just cut to them. And that's it. They just move on. I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm not a problem with it.
They kind of did the scene in the movie, though. When they're in the lab, they all point at each other.
Pretty sure I was in the bathroom, actually, at that time.
I've seen that movie like 4 times.
I know you have.
All right, well, I think that's it, guys. We covered a lot, but let us know if we missed anything. We'll talk about it next week. Until then, it's always a good time to be alive and be a nerd. So get out there and consume something nerdy and talk to us about it. Excelsior.
Complete nerve authority.